If the Denver Broncos cannot beat the Las Vegas Raiders in Week 5 this year, then their season is dead. I want to bring in the Raiders injury report. This is a game that feels like is going to be gift wrapped to the Denver Broncos. Much like last year, it was the perfect storm of events surrounding the Kansas City Chiefs that allowed the Broncos to go in there and beat them in that Week 8 matchup in Denver. Patrick Mahomes was sick. The Chiefs committed 5 turnovers in that game. The weather was favoring Denver. Denver was just playing good football at that time. In this one, the Denver Broncos are playing good football, and the Raiders are completely decimated right now with injuries. They have a total of 18 players listed on their injury report for this game. 7 players are listed as out. Most notably, Davante Adams, officially with a hamstring injury, but it's more disgruntlity than anything else. We all know that Davante has probably played his last snap as a Raider. Additionally, they have Zamir White, their running back, out for this game. He splits carries with Alexander Madison, so now Madison figures to get the full workload in the game against the Broncos. Trey Taylor, their safety, is out. One of their backup reserve players. Luke Masterson, a special teams linebacker. Really solid special teams player for them. Thayer Munford, their starting right tackle, out for this game. Decamarion Richardson, a depth corner for them. And then Michael Mayer, their tight end too. The Raiders like to run a lot of 2 tight end sets with him and Brock Bowers. Now Mayer not being there is going to limit some of what the Raiders can do offensively. Of course, also with Davante Adams and Zamir White out, the Raiders are completely decimated on offense. Additionally, they also have 5 players listed as questionable for this game. Max Crosby was DNP throughout Wednesday and Thursday with an ankle injury. He missed last week, but he did get a limited practice in on Friday. He's listed as questionable, and that leads me to believe that Crosby will likely play in this game. Is he going to be 100%? No, so that's advantage Denver Broncos, but I do believe since Crosby practiced today, he is going to play. Divine Diablo, one of their linebackers, starter for them, really solid player. He got a limited practice in today as well, questionable, similar situation, likely to play. Kanaima Uga, reserve linebacker, exact same situation. Tyreek McAllister, former Denver Broncos wide receiver. And then Dylan Parham, their starting guard, an additional limited practice on Friday, and then questionable to play. So probably all of those guys I would figure are going to go, given the fact that they got a limited practice in. As far as the Denver Broncos are concerned, only one player listed as out for this game, and that's Tyler Bidet. No surprise there, didn't participate throughout the entire week. Everybody else good to go. JL Skinner with his ankle injury, he's going to be back this week. Josh Reynolds, as they continue to manage some Achilles tendonitis with him, he's been able to participate fully all this week. And then Traymon Smith popped up on Thursday with a hand injury, but he has been full participant the whole way. All of those guys figure to be good to go for this game. It's quite simple, Broncos country. With as poor a football as the Raiders have been playing recently, combined with their injuries, and with the Denver Broncos defense playing as well as they have been, this is a gift-wrapped game for the Broncos to finally snap that 8-game losing streak against the Raiders. Get their first win against the Las Vegas Raiders. But ultimately, it's all going to have to reflect on how the Broncos offense performs. I expect the defense to fully rise to the occasion, but with the Raiders being this decimated with injuries, if the Broncos offense can't put up points, especially if somehow Max Crosby is unable to go, then I don't have much hope for the rest of this season being able to actually put up competent numbers on offense. So let me know in the comment section below, Broncos country, what do you think the final score of this game is going to be? What do you think is ultimately going to happen with Max Crosby? Is he going to play or is he not going to play? Drop those comments down below, guys. I would love to hear your thoughts as always.